And welcome everyone. How you all doing today? My name is Voice of Region 467. And yeah, there's a reason why it is on screen right now, or my camera is, I should say. It's because I don't feel like being on stream at the moment. Then, not to mention I just got out of the shower, so, you know. Anyways, let's go ahead and do this little bit over here because it's going to be interesting because apparently we've got like a little bit of a paladin going on here, a level 1 paladin. So we'll see how that goes and we'll see what's up with that, with how the class is once we level them up. So yeah. We're gonna have to make sure that he gets like almost all the kills. I say almost all of them because there's some of them that I think that the other characters should probably have. Let's see. We're gonna go and go over in each area. It looks like the bloom is pretty much every single grouping over here. So yeah, let's see what we've got.
Aye, sir.
Apparently, the Amber Heard trial ended a little bit back ago. I'm honestly not of the opinion that like some people are when they believe that Amber Heard is totally guilty and Johnny Depp did nothing wrong. That's like not what happened. Clearly, there were certain things did wrong. However, let's be perfectly honest here. Johnny Depp was not on trial for prosecution and whatnot, but whatever. It was basically an attempt to determine whether or not Amber Heard was guilty of defamation, which like she wasn't. But the ruling definitely seems to be one of like one that seems to favor Johnny than anything else with it, which is fine because it seems to indicate more or less that there was like mutual, a sort of mutual abuse going on there, which honestly is kind of disgusting on the side of both parties. But hey, what you gonna do really? What you gonna do about that? I mean, come on.
What do we have here?
Storm, your command.
Alright.
I've claimed the Emperor.
You know, but I do find, let's see here, there was like something regarding Amber Heard that I thought was like worthwhile sharing here. Let's see here, Anita Sarkeesian, Amber Heard trial, Twitter.
So some of you might.
So no, that's not what I'm looking at. Here, let's see if we can find it online here real quick. Well, you'll see it on the Voss segment, but basically Anita decided to go ahead and say, oh my god, like, because of this trial, now women will be believed about their harassment, which it's like, if your response to the Amber Heard trial was not that Amber Heard was getting Me Too'd by Johnny Depp, but also that Johnny Depp himself was a piece of shit, so fuck him too. Unless your response is anything like that, then you're not really serious about the trial. You're more interested in getting publicity points for it. Be right back. I'm gonna go ahead and get some water. So yeah, I have very limited opinions on the Johnny Depp Amber Heard sort of thing going on there, but honestly, it's really fucked that his career got taken out in the back and shot there simply because Amber Heard decided to go ahead and, let's be honest here, tell some false accusations with regards to what happened. Like, you know, the old sentiment of, oh, I didn't shit on his bed or whatever. Like, okay, sure, girl. Sure, whatever you say. I did hear, of course, that the trial itself indicated more or less that, you know, that the shit couldn't have come from a dog. Had to come from a human being. So that was kind of amusing, honestly.
Your order.
Standing
yeah.
ready.
What is your will? As you will. What's this? The Emperor's dogs? Brothers, strike for the chapter.
Okay.
Your orders? Standing ready.
So yeah, that's the extent of my opinion on the Amber Heard Johnny Depp trial. Sorry if I don't have any other takes, really. I just don't really care that much about the trial because it's two rich people quibbling over each other.
Extracted.
And it's simply just like two rich fucks simply engaging in like, oh, who did the trial? Oh, who did abuse? Well, I was abused by him. No, she was abused by you. Well, she abused me, you know. But honestly, if the defense of Amber Heard was that, oh, I may have abused him, but he abused me, that says quite a bit about the type of person that she is when it comes to, like, whether or not she's willing to take responsibility for any of her actions. But, you know, that's just my particular take on the whole situation. I don't really have anything beyond that.
Taste my
Maybe
fury.
other than saying Amber Heard's a bit of a piece of shit.
At once. I am the Imperium Shield.
At your command. As ordered.
So, yeah.
It will be done. I am with you.
Time to make him bleed. Yep. There we go.
Foe wounded.
For the long war. For Mortarion. This
Didn't really expect that much, so.
rot. Taste true death. Advance with impurity. Grandfather, hear my call.
Okay.
Here.
Standing ready. vengeance.
Armor pierce, okay.
Yes, Commander. Ready to serve. Huh. Praise the Emperor. Your orders. I am here to serve. At once. Back, fiends! On the way. Yeah! On my way.
There we go.
Moving now.
Damn. I forgot to check how much points it would be. Hmm.
A gift for my master. Glory. Spreading. Every death serves the bloom.
Yes, Commander. For Titan! Empty!
Alright.
Your orders. As ordered. Aye, sir. Ammo depleted. It will be done.
Alright.
We strive. The Aegis shields us.
I feel the rot at my feet. Fall. Feel the infection. Blade God, protect me! Grandfather, hear my call!
At your service.
Ready to serve.
Over.
What is your will?
Here.
Alright. Extract.
I've claimed a seed.
Yeah, I still don't get why it is that the menu keeps popping out the way in which it does. There's got to be some kind of update probably to OBS that I haven't gotten yet, so...
My blade is yours. Feel the sight of my sword. Cower. See them fall, brothers. Moving now.
Aye, sir. It will be done.
Yes, Commander.
Die!
Okay, disruption.
Pathetic!
Okay.
At your command.
What is your
My
will?
blade is yours. Cower! The Emperor protects. I am
How at you?
So far, he's gotten every single kill. I'm gonna keep it that way until I can level them up a good amount. Okay, then that might indicate a level up there, I think.
At once.
here.
Standing ready.
Ready to serve. Yes, sir. The Aegis shields us.
Yes, Commander. Taking position.
I am here to serve.
Okay.
Pathetic.
Yes, Commander.
The Emperor lights
am
our
here to
path
serve.
at your command. Feel my wrath.
Alright.
Standing ready. Ah!
There we go.
Target destroyed. Onward, brothers.
Yeah, alright, so he's immune to plague, so I can go ahead and just throw him into places. That's good then. That's good. I like
Your
that.
command. Yes, Commander.
I am with you.
Storm. As you will.
What is your will?
Praise the Emperor.
Unleash me. With haste.
My blade
At
is
your
ever
service.
ready.
Moving out.
My blade is yours. Moving now.
Elva. It will be done. 31. These heretics will suffer the ultimate punishment.
What is your will?
Your orders.
Fool.
Yes, Commander. Taste true death. With me, my brothers.
Here.
Ready to serve. Yes, sir. Standing ready. With alacrity.
Nice. This way, the second strike is guaranteed to hit.
For the Golden Throne.
Onward, brothers.
Awesome. Disabled the range and got the
This is
C2.
coming with me.
Taking position.
Okay. I thought we might be able to resist
I am
that,
here
but
to
I guess
serve.
not.
Will.
Your orders?
Standing ready. Praise the Emperor. It will be done.
Your orders. Feel the bite of my sword.
Another falls to the Knights of Titan!
I am the Imperium shield.
Yes, Commander.
Praise the Emperor. Aye, sir.
At your service.
Ooh, sorry about that.
Moving now. Fool.
Unleash me. Have at you. They will rot no more.
And there we go.
On my way.
Unleash me. I am with you.
Here. It will be done. Yes, Commander. Aye, sir.
Standing ready. Yes, sir. What's this? The Emperor's dogs? Purge the beasts.
Moving now.
Hmm.
The bloom has been contained, but I sense more of Nurgle's minions on the way. We should cover your brothers and my seeds.
God damn, man, all three of
Another
them.
foul
Christ.
seed claimed.
never falls to the Knights of Titan.
The enemy is wounded. Foe wounded.
Your orders.
They're now good as new. Gratitude.
Pure among impurity.
Wards enhanced.
The Emperor lights our path.
So. Now! Advance with impurity! Plague God, protect me! More of the Plague God's minions.
Ah, nice. Okay.
Brothers, stand ready. Rally, fools! Your fate shall be tested.
At your command.
I am here to serve. What is your will? We bring death!
Your command.
Yeah.
Unleash me. Ah! Glory to Zyphos. I am here to
Storm. Feel my wrath!
Moving swiftly. For Titan!
at once.
Here's a good spot. Load it.
I feel like at the end of this, my paladin's gonna have like 2 levels. gonna have gained like 2 levels possibly.
Fool.
What is your will?
Praise the Emperor.
Huh. Yes, Commander. Shield activated.
Standing ready. Their fire is useless.
Okay.
I am the Emperor's vengeance.
Yep, there's another level.
What is your will? Praise the Emperor.
Unleash me. Vengeance! Taste my fury. Kneel!
I am with you. Ready to serve.
Your orders.
At your command.
Yes, Commander.
I am here to serve. Feel my wrath. Aye, sir.
There we go.
I must rearm.
Aye, sir. Strong we shall stand.
Die, die, die!
I'm honestly a little bit confused as to why it is that this thing goes back to normal as opposed to staying at fast. I don't get it.
Beginning teleportation.
Alright, let's see how many levels he got here. I'm pretty sure that's 2 of them. Alright, Terminator armor. Ooh, what's this exactly? Grenade area increases the blast area for equipped grenades in combat. I feel like this would probably be more or less for my Purgator if I ever decide to go and make him where, like, you know, anything other than power armor. Which I'm not going to, but, you know. So. Gains 10% cringe for the melee attacks, okay. Cyborg gains 1 armor break. Gains +1 crit damage. Okay. Rank 4 Interceptor will be sent from Titan to join your forces. Rank 4. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that one then, shall we? And I guess we'll go ahead and get the Storm Bolter here. And we'll get this one too as well. Got 4 ability points. So let's see which one of these actually gives him more armor, shall we? This ability gains 1 armor. So they zone over area 3, gain 3 armor, strike an enemy acting in this zone. Okay, already got this one. Okay. There. Here, alright. When this knight crits a target with the melee wet attack, they have a 50% chance to gain 1 AP automatically, okay. Hammer hand discipline, melee discipline, defend discipline. Okay. Psychic suppression, yep. Okay. Hold on. See here, ability gains 1 crit damage. Warp charge. Okay then. Let's see here. Cleansing strike. Striking the adjacent target to do 4 damage. When afflicted, the target loses all of their mutations. Okay. So far I haven't needed that one, but let's go and get this one here. Oh wait. There we go. Okay. See here, warp speed discipline, okay. Upgrade afflict bleed, this force strike. Strikes gains afflict bleed. See here. Then they attacks collect all bloom seeds from the target. Okay. Boon gains crit damage for melee attacks, alright? Target a knight within one range to gain 25% resistance for 2 turns. Target knight within one range gains +1 stun with the melee attack for 1 turn. Okay. Alright. Unavailable for missions. Ulrich Ricaranthus, okay. Alright. 20 days. Alright, okay.
Our traditions demand more than crude efficiency, Commander. I have grown concerned of late that your brothers failed to manifest the full glory of the Grey Knights in combat. It is your responsibility to stoke their fighting spirits. Do not let them wither from disuse.
The Grand Master is correct. We will enrich our brother's spirits by purifying this reality of warp spawn.
Hull integrity. The Edict's Void Shield generator has been refurbished. The gravitic displacer had failed. Reconstructing the part required careful study of the few data tapestries on board. Fortunately, I thought to recover them from the Libris before the Inquisitor took up residence. No doubt she would have claimed them for her own research. Okay. Let's see here. Alright, we'll go ahead. Alright, no. Okay. Alright, what's the amount of research needed right now? 50% research speed negative, okay. So let's see here, that would be 310%. Let's go ahead and get another void shield going here. Or actually, let's go gun batteries to level 1 here, up a level here. That way, in case if we encounter that that ship, we can go ahead and have our gun batteries take care of it.
He has returned from his solitary mission with glorious results. It seems there was a plague surgeon developing a novel method of spore dispersal. Our brother eliminated his cult before sending his soul to eternal damnation. I can see the experience was bracing. He has returned stronger and wiser than before.
Nice! I like that.
Daemonhunters.
This knight gains 1 use turn for all their auto abilities, okay? Activate to inflict crazed instead of enraged. This knight's 4 strikes gain +1 damage, okay? Auto turn: when this knight crits a target with a melee attack, they have a 50% chance to gain 1 AP back. 1 ability points back. Okay, yeah. Okay, don't have quite enough on that one then. As soon as I can go ahead and get another Terminator armor, I'll go ahead and give that to him. The grenade one I didn't want to quite get because it seemed like a waste of time there. As well as requisition points where I could have gotten the other ones there. So let's see here real quick. The weapon systems are slowly coming back online. The machine spirits had been misaligned since our encounter with the Cadium, and they proved vexing to recalibrate. My thralls went through all 3,027 apparatus scans to coax them back to their proper positions. We shouldn't engage any battle barges, but the edict is defended once again. Okay. Let's go ahead and get the battery levels up a little bit more here. Just so that we can engage that battle barge, I guess. Okay, no. Actually, now that I'm thinking about, we should probably go ahead and get a warp storm thing or whatever. That's way we can prevent any damages to our systems there. Or yeah, let's go and get another gun battery going. Just in case we have to, like, encounter this battle barge to get to run. Okay, there's 2 of these things now. Okay, we're gonna have to go to this one then. Because otherwise they'll get to level 4. Okay, Grandmaster report now.
Commander, though I am concerned with how rapidly I see this bloom is spreading, your demands of Titan's armory have been growing dramatically. The commander of a Grey Knight strike force must exercise self-discipline in the sacrament of battle. Have you been truly adhering to the virtues demanded of your station? You impress me, Commander. Even a veteran captain would be reluctant to sacrifice his best warriors in the midst of an active campaign. I eagerly await the results.
Of course, now that he finally acknowledges the threat, he recants his support. Thoroughly sensible.
Assent. Results require resources. Outcomes are not achieved through aspiration alone.
The plight we contend with here is matched by unspeakable horrors our brothers face elsewhere across the galaxy. The gifts the Emperor has given us are mighty, so we consider it a virtue to achieve heroic deeds with the barest of arms. Do not forget this, Commander.
Chaos does not fight with one hand tied behind its back.
I unearthed the records of Severa Coltes, a Medicaid who was instrumental in the Shrine World of Piety. Before the warp swallowed it whole, though the work is centuries old, I have adapted her groundbreaking research into psychic quarantine. By predicting the strongest outbreaks, it should allow our prognosticators to insulate even heavily corrupted planets from eruption of the warp. Okay. All knights teleport to any visible location. Spirit of strength of spirit. Okay then. Advanced seed extractions, okay. Targeting knight who recovers all willpower, okay. Reduce warp surge by 100%, okay. Let's see here. Let's do this one here. It turns out we had disobedient cohort of targeting machine spirits, caused by some heretical scrap code that must have been inveigled into the edict during the Canadian campaign. Once the symptom was identified, I was able to isolate and remove the infected spirits. The gun batteries are now within 2.31% of their performance in the day we last left Titan. Okay. Let's see here. Alright, we've got our gun batteries at level 3. I don't think we need to upgrade them anymore. Let's go ahead and get another... Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, let's do this one here. Let's increase our meditation chamber here. This will give us an extra, what was it? An extra 50%, which will leave us up to 100%. Okay. Win the mission with no critical injuries. That shouldn't be too hard. Good thing I got that that level 4 interceptor here.
Centaur. Oh.
Oh wait, my bad.
Oh. Fugen.
Movement bypasses the enemy targets. Alright. We'll go ahead and go with Derek's precision here. There. As soon as we get the meditations chamber ready, we'll go ahead and start getting some more prognosticators here. So 53 days, 56 days, 56 days, 56 days, okay. Alrighty. Actually, you know what? I'm not a big fan of sort of what happened there with that, so let's go ahead and just load up a new save here because that was a little bit ridiculous.
Warning. Detonation detected. Damage reported on subjects 37 through 39.
We are not under fire. Was it an accident?
Cogitating. Significant sensor tampering identified near...
Sabotage? On a Grey Knight strike ship? How is that possible?
Your brothers may be above suspicion, but the edict houses thousands of serfs and crew.
Update. Servitors report deficiencies in the Bloom Seed... What?
Those are my seeds. Commander, your crew is compromised. We must exercise...
The edict can't operate without its crew, Inquisitor.
Investigation required. Recommend upgrading surveillance systems and increase active patrols.
That will take time. We could send a squad of knights to investigate immediately.
Your brothers are ill-suited to such a task, Purifier. I will volunteer to hunt the culprits myself, though it will delay my ongoing research.
cries out for repair.
Okay, that was strange there. Let's go ahead and do another one rather. These interventions are all randomized, but they all seem to be
Commander, I have depleted the seed samples allocated to my research. With your leave, I will make use of our reserves to continue. A capable decision. You will not regret it.
Daemonhunters.
good. Okay. Okay.
Commander, though I am concerned with how rapidly I see this bloom is spreading, your demands of Titan's armory have been growing dramatically. The commander of a Grey Knight strike force must exercise self-discipline. It is gratifying to know that even so far from Titan, the doctrines of our brotherhood are being observed. I expect to hear from you in due time, Brother Ektar.
Of course. Now that he finally...
Ascent. Results require resources.
The plight we contend with here is matched by...
Chaos does not fight with one...
Okay, gun batteries too. Okay, after this we'll be able to go ahead and we're gonna get another void shield level going here. So we can increase our hull integrity. And then after this, we'll go ahead and get a critical, chain, one of those little meditation chambers. And all right, this is a lot better of a situation that I think I'm happy with. Hmm. So, 2 requisition points then. Alright.
The Ministorum transmissions are peculiarly coded. Numerous inconsistencies.
Deceptions and lies. The cathedral is infested.
Most assuredly, our enemy is here. We must honor the Imperium's loyal servants and sanctify their remains once we put an end to their...
Alright. Hold on for a second, I'll be right back. I gotta let my bro know. Ask my bro if he's taking a shower yet at all. And I'll let him know that I'm gonna be streaming for another hour. So we can get going after that. Oh yeah, you were probably close to it all. Yeah. I don't know, that's not the map. Okay, I'm back now. I didn't quite talk to my bro because he's too busy playing Fortnite at the moment. So I'll go ahead and let him know that I'm done streaming. I'll let him know that when I want to go. So. Okay, yeah, right over there. And one over there. Alright, okay. You know what? Let's go ahead and put Iolanthus actually on this. Because I feel like that this is going to be something that he's going to have to do here, so...
Iolanthus.
The Ministorum transmissions are peculiarly coded. Numerous inconsistencies.
Deceptions and lies. The cathedral is infested.
Most assuredly, our enemy is here. We must honor the Imperium's loyal servants and sanctify their remains once we put an end to their suffering.
Okay.
With haste. It will be done. Yes, sir.
Moving out.
Here. Here. Standing ready. I am with you. As ordered. Praise the Emperor. Aye, sir.
My blade is ever ready. As you will.
At your service. I am with you.
Tremble before the 14th Legion.
Alright.
My blade is yours.
will be done. Defensive hostage,
I am here to serve.
unleash me. Aye, sir. Blessed Harrow Arms. I am here to serve.
Yes, Commander. Moving swiftly. I have seen your weakness.
Gliding through the wall. There is corruption brooding here.
He will rise again.
But once. I have claimed this wretched bloom essence. My wrath!
Moving out. Yes, sir. A gift for my master. Grandfather, hear my call! Grant me strength!
I am here to serve. Moving now. Be ready. For the Emperor! Back, fiend!
Fish me blade to blade, ragged gun! Eyes on.
I am with you. We bring death!
Get down! Aye, sir. Wards activated. This place seethes with rot. Yes. Again!
Here.
Here.
My blade
What
is
is
yours.
your ready to serve? Aye, sir. Need more rounds.
We are the hammer. Feel the bite of my sword. They will not.
At your command. We bring death. Reload required.
The Emperor lights our path.
You will heal.
We slay the darkness!
Standing ready.
Fool, Lotus. Foul!
Standing ready. We have purified this place.
Nice. Okay, so let's see here.
But once. None may hide from our warp sight.
With me, my brothers.
Moving now.
Well, that popping seems to have stopped. I don't know why. So, yeah. Let's take a little bit of a break for right now in the middle of all this real quick. We're going to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and save here for a second. And let's take a break by watching some YouTube here. In fact, let me go and put my camera on since we're going to be doing that for a second real quick. See what videos we've got going on here, shall we? Let's just go ahead and So yeah, the thing that already. Hold on real quick. Steve Bannon blames open borders for school shooting. What the fuck? Okay, this has got to be a wild take. How the fuck does xenophobic Steve Bannon actually want to, Alright, politician takes on Fox News. We'll watch that one. We'll just watch the clip that Kyle's going to reference here real quick. We'll just find out what that clip is real quick. And then we'll watch it ourselves. How to make feminism more inclusive for transgender community. Okay, that's a little segment that I'll probably watch on my own here. Piers Morgan. Well, that's not surprising at all. Top Gun Maverick versus Top Gun the second mission. NES. Nice. Louis Gohmert explodes on Democrats during gun control hearing. Let's see what Louis Gohmert has to say, but we'll do that right after these two first.
Steve Bannon is the last person I want to hear from when it comes to talking about a mass school shooting, but he decided to weigh in, and of course he said something really stupid.
A lot of questions. Here's the point.
Not
this
surprising.
is why Burkbaum's down there and why we're over this. We have to get a timeline. I mean, a timeline down to the second of what happened here, because this does not make sense. There's so many loose ends, and quite frankly, a week after it's happened, it's It's unsat. These things, at least on the timeline, should have been put up. And we got to find out more about this gunman. This is going to be tied to the open borders. You watch. It's going to be tied to the open borders.
That's
part
it.
of it.
That's
part
the
of
point. Yes.
it.
That's
Dr.
it,
Gina,
Steve.
you're also.
How? Why? What?
So, in the wake of the shooting, there was a 4chan rumor that started spreading that the guy who did the shooting was a leftist, trans, and an undocumented immigrant. Turns out, he wasn't a leftist, he wasn't trans, and he wasn't an undocumented immigrant. He's an American citizen.
Yep.
Paul Gosar, one of the most loathsome congresspeople in the country, tweeted that that he was a leftist, a trans person, and an undocumented immigrant. They just run with, they don't care if it's true. This is their narrative, they're going to stick to it. Now, eventually he ended up deleting the tweet because it was too obvious that it was dead fucking wrong. But Steve Bannon's out here like, this is going to be tied to open borders. How's it going to be tied to open borders? He was an American citizen. Unless what Steve Bannon means is, hey, look,
brown
person.
Hispanic,
that
brown person
is an open border enough. So, like, in other words, any brown-skinned or Hispanic American, are they really American? Because even though he was an American citizen, maybe his mom wasn't.
It is incredibly, absolutely xenophobic and monstrous that these people are doing, because, you know, whether or not you came here as a first-generation immigrant or whatever, that being born to immigrants on American soil, or whether or not you immigrated here legally, doesn't matter, because the moment you're here legally, the moment you're actually a citizen, you're a citizen. And there's no reason to start harping on the idea, the notion that you're from a foreign nation. Even when the person is like just immigrated here from America, as long as he's not causing problems, as long as it's not he or she is not part of some kind of international cartel, nobody should give a flying fuck.
Or maybe his grandma wasn't. So that person got in through the open border, and that's why he was able to do the shooting. So he's sort of giving the game away here a little bit, man. Like any sort of plausible deniability he tries to leave himself about whether or not he's a bigot is sort of out the window with a comment like that. Because really the argument is,
yeah, there's no point in beginning this. This is incredibly stupid. Moving on.
All right, guys, we have a really fun video for you here. This is on the Fox News channel. So the title of the video is Socialist Congressional Candidate Doubles Down on Call for Homeless People to Break into Empty Homes.
Okay, let's
So Jesse, congressional candidate, doubles down on call for...
see here. Socialist congressional candidate doubles down on call for homeless people to break into empty homes. Let's just watch that directly instead of listening to his commentary here.
Campaign ads keep getting more and more creative.
Didn't know it was a Jesse Waters segment. Makes me already suspicious about the fucking title here.
And this year's no different. Democratic Socialist congressional candidate Rebecca Parson is running in Washington's 6th congressional district, and she recently made waves with this in-your-face ad. Take a look.
Billionaires tell us you'll own nothing and you'll be happy. Well, that. Imagine I proposed a housing for all bill in Congress. Then imagine you, me, and a million of our friends took action and occupied empty houses nationwide. They couldn't ignore us. No one has ever done anything like this. That's why it's going to work. Are you ready?
Parsons says she's actually occupied empty buildings before, like houses going into foreclosure, and she's instructed homeless people to occupy businesses too.
It's a strategy that's meant to indicate that people need homes and they need houses and whatnot, and that these homes, they shouldn't just remain empty just because no one can afford to live in them and whatnot. It's a simple demand. I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Like the Fife Motel in 2020, where they refused to leave or pay after the first night. Some of her other plans she wants to enact if she's elected are to raise the minimum wage to $30 an hour, abolish ICE, because the current immigration system is, quote, a combination of systemic racism, the prison industrial complex, and corporate greed.
Well, not just that, abolish ICE doesn't get rid of border patrol systems in America. ICE was established under the Bush administration. There's no fucking reason whatsoever ICE should even exist unless other than an extension of the war on terror, which has been a massive fucking failure.
The prison industrial complex and corporate greed. She also wants to repeal federal laws that stop unlawful entry and re-entry of migrants, end cash bail.
Well, here's the thing here. Migrants coming into America without the consent or going through the lines or whatever is not illegal. That this is something that Republicans don't fucking get. There's a difference between an immigrant and a fucking migrant. A migrant is someone who's basically like coming in here seeking asylum. All right, they are allowed to come to any country under international law, and especially under U.S. law as well. They're able to come into this country in order to gain the status of being a migrant within this country. Immigrants, on the other hand, particularly illegal immigrants, those are a completely different status. So these are two different things. I don't get why it is that Fox News is trying to go ahead and proclaim one as the one or the other as being the same thing when they're not.
Entry and re-entry of migrants, end cash bail, have a one-time cancellation of all student debt, and
cash bail system, by the way, is only a system meant to penalize poor people and keep poor people in there. When you in cash bail system, that means that the people who need bailing based on the severity of their crime will go into effect. Meaning that people who are guilty of murder, guilty of grand larceny, high valued crimes or whatever, those people won't be able to spend a shit ton of money getting on a bail system. So those people will go ahead and get in there, and will stay in there until the court hearing. Whereas lower criminal crimes such as just breaking and entering, people who are charged with theft, people who are charged with various other misdemeanor or even like low-level crimes will possibly go free because there's no reason to go ahead and keep them in the jail system till the court hearing, because they're more than likely to show up, especially if they want to go and prove their innocence, which they automatically will. And let's be honest, if they skip their bail, what happens to them? If they don't show up at court, they'll have a bounty on them, meaning that they'll have to look over their shoulder and they'll have to be like paranoid as fuck throughout the entirety of the time. I view that as a win. Because people who are guilty, typically speaking, will try to avoid the court system, and people who are not guilty will usually try to fight the issue there and will try to actually prove their innocence, which means that they will show up to court and get the Green New Deal passed. I'm for that. There's no reason to explain why I'm for that. It's pretty obvious what's in there. And one-time cancellation of all student debt, absolutely for it. The amount of student debt that people have for like getting a PhD and not being able to have to pay it, and even when they paid paid like most of it off or whatever due to the interest. They actually have more to pay, meaning that effectively that they won't ever be able to pay off their debt in terms of student loans. That's just insane.
And pass the Green New Deal. Let's bring in the Democratic Socialist candidate for Congress, Rebecca Parson. All right, Rebecca, so any house, any structure, any building, you're saying rise up and occupy it. Doesn't that seem a little dangerous?
Well, I'm not calling on anybody to break the law. I'm just pointing out the fact that there are 600,000 homeless people in this country, 40,000 homeless veterans, and 1 in 5 homeless people are kids. Meanwhile, we have 28 empty homes for every homeless person. So I'm calling on all of us to think about the...
Oh yeah, that's another thing. There's more empty houses than there are homeless people in America. Overall in America, there's more. So it's like it seems like an insane equation. It's like even if we were to get those houses sold to someone and whatnot, doesn't guarantee that they're going to be occupied. In fact, and the fact that you have more homes than homeless people that are empty means that those houses will never be filled. Meaning that effectively there's always going to be some empty house, some empty home that's never going to be filled. Even if you were to give every single homeless person a house, there will be certain houses that will not be filled, at least until the next generation comes along. And even then, that might not necessarily be the case because, you know, our population will either fluctuate up or will fluctuate down. And depending on how high it fluctuates up, those houses may never get filled until like the third or fourth generation down the line.
Empty homes that are owned by corporations like BlackRock, like Zillow, like the banks, that are owned by those companies, those large corporations, and not being used for what they're intended for, which is actually housing people.
But if a bank owns a house that's foreclosed, someone that wants the house is able to buy it, but they can't buy it if there's a homeless person in there.
That's such a fucking false statement. I mean, holy Christ.
What happens if they move in and some guy's just sleeping on the floor?
Well, I'm calling on us to think about buildings that have been empty for a while, that are owned by corporations. You're not having a lot of buyers coming looking at them. They're just sitting empty, and there are a lot of houses like that, both in places like here in Washington State and across the country. And so I think that in the richest country on earth, we should not have anybody who's homeless living on this street, especially not 40,000 veterans, especially not 120,000 kids.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know if that's the right way to go about.
So you want the kids and the veterans to remain homeless? Oh, stoy! The homeowners, the banks and whatnot get to own them, while the children and the veterans get to stay in the houses. What a piece of shit!
The homeless issue. What about ICE? You want to abolish ICE?
To stay on this, they get to stay. The homeless and the veterans, they get to stay on the street, while the empty homes get to remain under the boot of and ownership of the banks. Oh.
Go about the homeless issue. What about ICE? You want to abolish ICE? Who's going to...
Oh, he directly pivoted away from that. He, like, the moment she brought up the veterans and the children, he directly pivoted from that point. Nice move there. Nice move.
About the homeless issue. What about ICE? You want to abolish ICE? Who's going to deport all the criminal illegal aliens?
She's referencing migrants in there. That's the thing though. Like, migrants are not illegal aliens. They're asylum seekers in a lot of ways. In fact, that's what the entire point of naming a migrant a migrant. It means that they're seeking asylum. The fuck?
Well, actually, decades ago, even during the Reagan era, this was before ICE, and we managed the immigration system fine. I think there's existing, pre-ICE law enforcement that can deal with immigration, but at the same time...
Wait, what do you mean? Who would that be?
Well, for example, local police, Customs and Border Patrol. There's also...
But local police can't handle immigration law. You need ICE, because you got to get these people out of the country.
We've never needed ICE throughout the entirety of the history of our country, and we've only ever had ICE during the Bush administration as a result of the war on terror. That's it. That's all you need to say there.
That are dangerous, right?
We managed fine before ICE, and what I'm really concerned about is the fact that all across the country, including in my district, there are 28 homes, empty homes for every homeless person. Why do we have veterans sleeping on the street who went to serve their country, and now they can't even find a place to live? And so I'm asking people to think about this situation, this problem we have. Politicians just pay lip service to it. They say they're going to do something about it, and they don't. They act like the problem is way too complicated to solve. Meanwhile, it just gets worse and worse and worse. We actually in Tacoma had people who were encamped on the site of an encampment from the Great Depression 100 years ago. Then it was called a Hooverville. Now it's called a tent city. So if in 100 years we couldn't solve this problem and it's only gotten worse, we need to take a different way of looking at this issue. We need to look at all these empty homes, have people live in them.
I agree that politicians have paid lip service to dealing with the homeless. I just don't know if migrating into abandoned buildings is the best way. You also wanted to raise the minimum wage to
Migrating into abandoned buildings. What the fuck? What a way in which to actually put the advocation of homeless children who are Americans and veterans who are Americans, to put them into these empty homes and whatnot. Like what a piece of shit way in which to actually do that.
Buildings is the best way. You also wanted to,
and it's like abandoned buildings, like buildings that will never be occupied because a bank owns them and they aren't able to sell it to anyone, and they will never be able to sell it to anyone because the chances of someone moving into that neighborhood is go. And here's the thing that most people that like this fuckhead is not actually explaining here, all right? Jesse, I need you to understand this. When it comes to these homes that she's talking about homes that are quite literally like throughout an entire neighborhood that's owned by one bank, and all of them are empty. Nobody's going to move into an empty neighborhood, when which like the only family you will have is like maybe one or two people who or two families. You know, no one's really going to do that. So why not give those empty homes, those abandoned homes, who the bank will never, ever, ever be able to fill, because there are more homes than homeless people, why not let them live in those homes? It's a simple question.
Raise the minimum wage to $30 an hour. Do you think that might help with inflation?
He's laughing and being so smug, and yet the thing about this, actually, her smug face too. She's probably got a great response on this part as well. Like, it's going to help inflation in the sense that, well, people will have more purchasing power and will have more buying power, and as a result, the minimum wage. By the way, the minimum wage was supposed to be $15 an hour as the low point back in 2016. It's 2022 now. It's very clear that like the issue of wages has gone up to a point in which we need people to actually have $30 an hour minimum wage. Which, by the way, right now, $30 an hour minimum wage, still the low point in terms of minimum wage. She's still lowballing you. What, you seriously want the country to continue on $8 a minimum wage, $8 an hour in minimum wage, with some states are even working require even lower wage than that? It's just monstrous.
Well, actually, some studies have found that 60% of inflation is due to corporate price gouging. And with the $30 minimum wage, I realize that's much higher than it is right now. But if you look at the MIT living wage calculator, all across the country, not just in blue states, high-cost blue states like Washington, all across the country, counties in Michigan, Arkansas, Mississippi, $30 is the minimum living wage for an adult to be able to support a child. And if we restructured the way we do incentives with the government, for example, the government has given over $4 billion in subsidies to Elon Musk, but when was the last time they gave a subsidy to a small business owner? I'm a small business owner myself, and if we had the government subsidizing small business owners
What's your business?
to pay their employees a living wage, that would go a long way.
Do you pay $30 an hour?
I do, yeah.
You do? Now, do you know that if other people pay $30 an hour for minimum wage, they might not have a business after that? But that might be what you want, because then they can go out of business and then the homeless people can move into the old building. Listen.
Absolutely not.
All right,
No.
Rebecca, I got to go. This has been enlightening. I think we would agree to disagree.
I gotta say, the way in which he's like, oh, and look at these comments here. She's telling homeless people to clean up their life, get a job, stop doing drugs, take some self-responsibility, get an education. Guess what? There are a ton of homeless people who are already doing that. They're still homeless, motherfucker. They're still homeless. This is a perfect example of the ignorance being taught in our nation's schools. No, everything she's saying is perfectly fine and perfectly based, really, you know? She really has a point. If it's true we have 28 houses for one house, then that's a real problem. Well, yeah, that's true. Oh, here's one. She is supremely based. She honestly ran circles around Jesse while he was trying to try and gotcha journalism. Not even trying to have a meaningful conversation. Everyone who doesn't see it that way should take the ideology glasses off and actually get to try to figure out what she's saying. Yeah, but what are you really gonna do? Yeah, but what are you gonna do? Well, are you gonna say to the judge that, hey, I was holding this house for the better part of 15 years. Nobody was running into it. Nobody was in it or whatever. And this person comes into the house who's homeless, by the way. And we want you to prosecute them because they're homeless. Like, seriously? You look like a monster. You look like a monster in that scenario, really. So, you know. You know. Oh, I think we should work for less money, work longer hours, and never be able to afford a house. Never be able to ask for a raise in fear of losing your job. Because the lowest class doesn't deserve to live. Work hard and put people under you, and you might succeed. Live your one good life by making 10 others have no life. The new American dream. That's a pretty good way in actual like phrasing his comment there and like putting his comment into perspective. Hmm. This is like pull your bootstraps up mentality, you know. No problem. I think most people will be just fine as long as they work hard and be the best they can be. There will be ups and downs along the way, but you gotta just keep grinding and getting stronger. If people become successful enough to own a business and provide jobs for others, that's definitely a good thing. It's the only reason I have a job right now. Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Like you, like grinding and getting stronger. Oh yeah, definitely. Like getting a job is just like leveling up a profession in an RPG or whatever. You definitely make a living off of that. What a fucking joke these comments are. So, yeah. Anyways, let's go and skip his little bit since we already did our little bit there. And let's see what Louis Gomer has to say here.
How dare you? You think we don't have hearts?
No, I don't actually.
Good response.
That was Representative Louis Gohmert at a House Judiciary Committee hearing on gun reform. And I'm going to play more of his unhinged rant for you in a moment, but I want to show you what set him off. Specifically, it was these comments from Representative Eric Swalwell.
So who are you here for? Our kids or the killers? I'm here for people like Alex Navarro. She's a Moms Demand Action leader in the San Francisco Bay Area. And last week, after I convened a meeting among my constituents and people like Fred Guttenberg and Dr. Joe Saccharin, an emergency room physician at Johns Hopkins, Alex Navarro told my constituents that her 6-year-old daughter, after Uvalde, after seeing the images behind me, said to her, "Mom, what picture are you going to use for me? What picture are you going to use for me?" That's what children are asking their parents across America, because they don't believe they're going to come out alive. What picture are you going to use for me? We're supposed to be the protectors. We're supposed to be here for the kids. And so to my colleagues today who flew in town, came to work,
Stretching my legs
I
here.
had to argue. My question is, why did you come here at all? Why did you come here at all? If you're not here for the children, why don't you go to the funeral of the killer? Because that's the only place where the killer is being celebrated. We're here to get things done and protect our kids. What's your job? I yield back.
And he is exactly right. Democrats have got to remind Republicans at every chance that they get that they cultivated this environment of fear, where we have to fear if children will be slaughtered at schools, where we have to fear if a gunman is going to walk into a movie theater or a grocery store and kill us. They've done this. Their refusal to take even the most basic common sense measures to reduce gun violence that most of the country supports has specifically led to this moment, and blood is on their hands, and they need to be reminded of that. But when you remind them of what they've done, well, they react in the way that Louis Gohmert reacted. Take a look.
To infer by rhetorical supposed questions, who are you here for? We must be here for the gunman is an outrage. How dare you? You think we don't have hearts? It's just that when we look at the things that you're doing and you're trying to do to America, we've seen the carnage. I mean, for heaven's sake, let's take example.
Absolute projection.
Democrats control the major cities that have the worst murder rates. That's right.
Spare me the faux outrage, you fucking piece of shit. If you actually cared about dead children, you would take action. You would have taken action after Sandy Hook. And it's not just about, caring for children when it comes to gun control, caring for children with regard to healthcare, food, education. You don't give a shit. You don't care about dead children.
Yep, they don't. Republican parties don't. The entire Republican Party literally does not care about dead children whatsoever. Otherwise, they wouldn't have cultivated the laws that they have at the moment. So yeah, I'm done. We're pretty much done with that. And I guess I'll keep the webcam up this time around. Let's go ahead and unmute this now and continue on with the mission. Always the mission.
Praise the Emperor.
I love this.
Your orders? On my way?
Yeah. On the way.
What is your
I am here to...
Yes,
I'm not entirely too sure, really. I mean, you have to ask the Republican Party on that one. But yeah. Hey there, Midsill. Glad to see you on. Let me go ahead and put you on the screen right now so you can be seen by everyone else who watches this. But yeah, I don't really have any compunction blaming the Republicans for a lot of this stuff here, since they basically cultivated a lot of these a lot of the gun laws the way in which that they have. Okay.
I am here to serve.
So, what's up, man? How you doing? I'm just sort of doing my little thing here at the moment, as you might imagine.
Or not.
Yeah. By the way, I usually stream about every I usually stream about for 3 hours, sometimes for 2, if I'm not feeling up to it. But yeah, it's gonna be one of those little 3-hour sessions this time around here.
Storm.
Here. Ready to serve.
Lotus.
The Emperor lights our path.
I'm here to serve.
Here.
At
In
your
fact,
command.
let me go ahead and do this real quick. Alright.
Moving swiftly.
Take this guy out here.
You will.
Don't give up now!
Iolanthes.
My blade is yours.
What is your will? I, sir.
By the way, if you're wondering about that Fox News little bit there, I figured I would go ahead and skip, I figured I would just go ahead and skip some of the commentary that Secular Talk was giving and simply give my own little take on the whole
Seed
thing.
extracted. Down.
Every gaming session, by the way, I end up
enemy
doing,
is
I usually end up covering some kind of political issue there, so, you know.
I am here to serve. Eyes off.
Alright, got that there?
From the seat from this rock.
Unleash me. With alacrity. Vengeance! Foe wounded. Cower.
Alright.
Who's next, brothers?
Pathetic. We are the hammer. Foul-headed.
Gotta interrupt that ritual, otherwise he'll call in like about 3 other
Commander, we
people
make
in
contact
here,
with the
so
enemy.
yeah.
Standing ready.
Your orders?
Your command.
Yes, Commander.
What is your will?
Praise the Emperor. Kneel! No devil shall elude my gaze.
Another falls to the Knights of Titan. Vengeance! am the Emperor's fury. With me, my brothers.
So, to the unworthy.
Your orders. Yeah. At your service.
Oh, by the way, I was watching a really good video, for the record, on Star Wars, specifically regarding the Specialized Edition, how to watch Star Wars movies. It's Rick Worley. It's by this guy. He came out with part 2, and it's really, really great. It actually responds to the whole special editions controversy with Star Wars. Great stuff. I would recommend you all get into it because he goes over almost everything. It's like one of the most in-depth videos or in-depth responses to some controversies by fans. So, you know, specifically in regards to the idea that, oh, Lucas ruined Star Wars with the special editions, which is utterly tripe shit. I mean, honestly, I can't really take people seriously whenever they say shit like that.
At your command. Aye, sir. Death to the enemy. Fall. This one will. We are the hammer. Fall.
Just in case if he's able to do that then. Oh, nice. I wasn't really paying attention. I figured that would be like 2 AP, but nope.
Ready to serve.
Here.
Standing ready. Cower. Foe wounded. Vengeance!
Face me! Enemy.
My blade is ever ready.
Standing ready. I am here to serve.
My blade.
Storm.
Alright.
Moving swiftly.
Unleash me. On the way.
Oh, by the way, Indy Cell, if you're still there, man, let me know because I'm kind of curious what you meant by how the heck did Warhammer come to this? I'm not too sure what you mean by that.
On the way.
I assume you've already left and whatnot, so. And I'm probably just talking to myself at this point in time, but whatever.
Yes, Commander.
Tool. Standing ready. With me, my brothers.
Praise the
I am here to serve. Seeking the tainted.
Here.
My blade is yours.
I am here to serve. Yes, sir. Foul intruders. They will not prevail. The enemies of man cannot stand before us.
Unleash me. What is your will?
At your service.
At your command.
What is your will?
Ready to serve.
Unleash me.
I am here to serve.
Your command. Yes, Commander.
Here. Moving now. Justice!
Opening fire. On the hunt. Rise to serve him again.
I am the wrath of Xiphos!
You will bleed! It bleeds! It bleeds! Overwatch! Die, abomination! Die, die, die!
Your orders.
Fool.
My blade.
Yes, Commander.
Standing ready.
Ready to serve. The Aegis shields us.
Your orders.
Praise the Emperor.
What is your will?
At your command. Aye, sir.
Here.
Okay.
Iolanthus.
Your orders?
Here.
Praise the Emperor. Aye, sir. We bring death.
There we go there.
Yes, Commander. Unleash me.
Standing ready.
What is your will? I am with you. I am here to serve.
The Emperor lights our path. My blade is ever ready. In an instant. So to the unworthy.
At your service.
My blade is
Standing
yours. Standing ready.
I am with you. Firing on target. It will be done. Foe wounded.
Feel my wrath!
Here. Here. The fire will be... For the Imperium! Eyes on.
Moving swiftly.
Mercy in death.
The Emperor lights our path.
I am here to serve. These wounds will heal.
My wrath is restored, brother.
I am here to serve. Yes, Commander.
Yes, Commander. What is your will? Denounce. No match for the Emperor's chosen. I am his will. Blessed ammunition depleted.
Fool. Yes, Commander.
Kind of useless anyways. So, yep.
You cannot harm me.
Die! Die! Die!
My armor remains a fortress. Praise the Emperor.
Standing ready.
I am here to serve.
Bloom seed excised.
Here.
I am here to serve. Vengeance!
Praise the Emperor.
What is your will?
Another one down. I am here to serve.
Your orders.
My blade is ever ready.
Your orders.
At your command.
My blade.
Your orders?
is yours.
On my way. Aye, sir. On the way.
Daemonhunters. On the hunt. Another foul seed gleaned.
It will be done. Opening fire. The enemy is wounded. Pain is beneath me. I sense the enemy converging.
Purge the beasts! Ready to serve.
Here.
Storm! No devil shall elude my gaze!
Got about half an hour in this gameplay. We're probably going to go ahead and get through this particular mission here first. So...
Unleash me.
Your command.
Yes, Commander.
Standing
Not much to say on this one since it's really, since all the news kind of happened like earlier this week, but whatever.
I am with you.
It will be done.
Yes, Commander.
Fool.
Sorry, what?
On the way.
They're now good as new.
Gratitude.
Pathetic.
So, to the unworthy, I am here to serve. Unleash me. Vengeance!
Here, at your service.
Praise the Emperor. Out of my way! We are the hammer!
Your orders. I am here to
At
serve.
your command.
What is
I am here to serve. Coward! Justice!
There we go. Finally got a willpower point there.
Seeking the tainted.
I am here.
Standing ready. Yes, Commander.
Here. It will be done. Yes, sir.
Moving swiftly.
Daemonhunters.
Your orders?
What is your will?
Here.
Here.
Storm.
Here.
Ready to serve.
What is your will? Fall!
Fool. Unleash me. Gliding through the wall. Mercy in death. Praise the Emperor. Back, fiend! Need more rounds. Armed and ready.
So to the unworthy.
Strong we shall stand. I am here to serve.
Unleash me.
Standing ready. Kneel! Cower!
This way you can block my attacks now. There we
You
go.
have been judged.
Your orders.
Here. As ordered. For the Emperor!
Fall. Vengeance. Enemies destroyed.
Yes, Commander. Moving swiftly.
That took about 10 minutes.
On the hunt.
Praise the Emperor.
Advancing.
My blade is ever ready. As you will.
Your command.
Ready to
What
serve.
is your will? My wrath is restored, brother. These wounds will heal.
Alright.
My wrath is restored.
That's your command.
Lotus. On the way.
The Emperor lights our path. Yes, sir.
Here. Onward, brothers.
What is your will?
What, do I not get any more willpower for that? That's stupid.
Moving out.
I am here to praise the Emperor.
I guess there's only so much willpower my guys are able to drink from the warp surge there, so yeah.
Chaos snows within the shadow.
Kind of strange, really, but that's just me.
My blade is yours.
At your service. Moving out.
Ready to serve. Aye, sir. On the way.
For the long war. For Mortarion.
Good, no more reinforcements in.
Foe spotted. Aye, sir.
Standing ready. With me, my brothers. Curse it! Cannot focus!
It will be done.
Get down!
Yes, sir.
Praise the Emperor. On my way.
Wrath. Tetrina.
reinforcements.
These heretics will suffer the ultimate punishment. I am here to serve.
Daemonhunters.
My blade is ever ready.
Your command.
This one first.
Yes, Commander.
Okay then. See, let's end this. Let's end this level, this mission here, shall we? Yep, there we go.
Designated targets are destroyed. Teleportation initiating.
Another falls to the Knights of Titan!
Power armor, max HP, unit gains 1 max willpower, this minus plus 2 the max willpower. Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and give this to my Justicar here. Target a blast area at range 10 over area 3 0.5. Okay. It's a landmine, obviously. So we did to activate to add afflict disrupted. This ranged attack, okay. Level 5 interceptor. Yeah, okay. Let's just go and go for the power armor rather. Alright. And then we've got our void shields up to level 2 then. Guess we'll engage this particular ship here. I'm not too sure what will happen though. So deeper analysis of the void shields revealed the existence of several weak spots where protection was almost non-existent. The layers of shielding were miscalibrated or so out of phase with one another. Okay then. After completing the 12 rites of Ascendant Harmonization, I am pleased to report that the Edict has complete void shield coverage. Alright. Alright. We need 8 servitors to be able to do anything here. So we're gonna have to wait for this one to do any particular thing, to do any particular issues here. Let's see what happens if I just let these guys meet us.
Alert. Death Guard plague ship detected.
It is closing in fast, Commander.
Warning. Corrupting pustules located on the ship's surface. Close quarters combat presents extreme risk.
Commander, we should launch a strike force to attack the ship from within.
Open fire at a distance. The enemy vessel is outclassed. Okay then.
Opening fire.
Enemy cruiser destroyed. 2 requisition. Okay. Nice. Nice then. Okay, yeah. Let's go ahead and encounter that other vessel here.
time has come to choose one of your brothers to serve as your champion. Tradition dictates a formal duel should be held to determine the most worthy.
A duel? Are you quite serious?
Such trials at arms are commonplace among us, as the commander will no doubt attest.
Skepticism.
I look forward to the melee.
Juveniles.
Oh, that's good then. All right, okay.
Warning. Enemy Death Guard have boarded the Edict. Reports suggest they are converging on the armory.
Unleash me, Commander. I will teach these traitors a lesson.
Analysis. Enemy ship may be minimally defended. A counter-offensive is advisable.
I can reach the armory. Send Ektar and your knights to attack the enemy ship.
The Knight's Oath shields are affixed. They are ready.
Okay, I don't like that then. I'm not a big fan of that particular outcome. So let's go ahead and do this again.
Alert. Death.
It is closing in.
Warning.
Commander, we should launch a strike force to attack the ship from within. Opening fire.
Commander, I have had a breakthrough with my research. I won't bore you with the details. The bottom line is that I'm ready to focus my mind on the next priority.
Okay, that's good then. Commander, I've been studying the Dolores strain affects its victim. I've been studying how the Dolores strain affects its victims. The infection attaches directly to the nerve endings, replacing ordinary sensation with incessant agony. By mimicking this effect, we can briefly incapacitate seed carriers so that more seeds survive the removal process intact. It is an excruciating process. That is an excruciating procedure, but this is just penance for leaving the Emperor's light. Okay. Target a knight who recovers all willpower. All knights recover 3 willpower, okay. Reduce warp surge by 100%. We'll go ahead and get that at some point, so... Reduce warp surge by 100% for 3 turns, okay. Bloomseed Purification, Mortis. Bloomseed Purification, Necrosis. Okay. All 9 teleport to any location, to any visible location. Alright, let's do this one. We'll do this one here. As soon as we get 8 servitors, we're gonna go ahead and do some research there and do a construction. All right. Ooh.
Information. We have detected an enemy vessel nearby, but it has navigated away from us. A fortuitous occurrence. We shall continue on our way unopposed. Alert! Enemy vessel has affixed grapples to our hull. Multiple craft launches detected from our vessel.
They're going to board us. We should exit the warp immediately.
Denial. Flagship proximity will cause catastrophic collision. Our cannon batteries are equally constrained.
Clever. Within this grip, they've locked their fate to ours. What are our options?
Cogitating. Localized detonation of our warp drive could unlatch the grapples. Ensuing damage. Unknown.
Damaging our warp drive is less risky than opening fire?
Confirmed.
Brace for impact.
Not a fan of what just happened there, so we're gonna go ahead and redo that then. You know what? Actually, let's just go ahead and stop for right now. And we'll end the stream, since it's about like a half an hour in. So yeah, hope you guys like the stream. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. Liking, make sure it gives me more engagement, as well as, like, you know, bumps me up in the algorithm too. So yeah. And if you guys didn't like it, make sure to give a thumbs down. But always make sure to leave a critical comment so I know how to improve my stuff. Anyways, see you guys later.